Hello, my darlings, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Maria. It's nice to meet you. Please subscribe below for more videos like this one. Today, we're going to talk about the portal of 7/7, July 7th. I don't often make videos about portals, but this one is so special, I figured it is deserving of its own space on the map. So let's talk about what you guys should be expecting from this special day, what is happening, and how you can best leverage the energies that are coming through. So portals are beautiful. Portals exist so that we can stop to smell the roses in some way, so that we could get reconnected, plugged back into the fabric of existence that is the universe. Our lives get really, really busy here on Earth. We are quite obsessed, quite occupied by the local happening here. And sometimes it's really important for us to reconnect back to bigger, better, greater things out there so that our lives can be even more fulfilling in the future. So the portal of 7/7 is very special. It's a 777 portal, meaning 7 is the number of the day, 7 is the number of the month, and 7 is the number of the year. So it's a 777. It is a powerhouse of a date. It is a powerhouse of a portal, you guys. You should not be missing out on this one, for sure. If that's one thing you do in 2023 is don't miss out on this portal. So there are very special days that are pre-planned by, shall we say, the greater collective upstairs. So there are higher powers that be that determine certain dates that are important. And during these dates, massive energetic shifts are possible. Massive energetic shifts are happening. And so 7/7/7 was one such date that has been predetermined. It has been put on the map as a date to pay attention to from the energetic perspective. It is almost like a homecoming in some ways. The energies of 7/7/7 are emerald, they're green. The portal is very green. And it is very high vibrational too. And so what's going to happen during 7/7 of this year is the energies from higher spheres, and specifically your higher self, is going to send each and every one of you something that you have possibly requested, something that you may have prayed for, something that you really need, even if you may be unaware that you really need it. Over here, obviously, when we come to incarnate, we live beyond the veil of forgetfulness. We don't really have too much contact with the realm of spirit. Some of us do, but even the ones that do, that contact is limited. During the portal of 7/7, the energies that are coming, they're quite massive. And it's almost as if the barriers are going to be non-existent between realms on that day. So it's a beautiful portal of light. It is a beautiful time for upgrades. So specifically what's going to happen on the energy level is your heart center up. Everything from your heart center up, all of the chakras are getting an upgrade. Each of these chakras are getting their individual package, their individual parcel almost of light, and individual codes. So you're going to get codes of 4 colors during that day, if you're ready to receive them. That's the other thing. This is a planet of free will. If you don't want to receive the codes, if you don't want the upgrades, it's totally fine. You can keep going on your own merry way. Merry-go-round, probably a better way of putting it, but nobody's going to force you to accept the codes. So it has to come from your heart. It has to be like, you have to be open to it, right? And it's almost like a heart portal that opens up. That's why it's emerald in color. Emerald is the ray of the heart. It's also the ray of healing, right? So all of your heart chakras are going to go through a massive healing and a massive upgrade. When those codes descend, they start at the heart space. They're going to descend as a green emerald stream of energy into your heart space. So what should you do? How should you receive these codes? In a meditative state in the morning. The morning is really, really good for this meditation. If you can do it at 7 a.m., it's like 777 meets another 7. It's like, wow. But if you can't, it is what it is. It is fine. But honestly, for those of you that can, I'd literally set an alarm or set a reminder to do this at 7 a.m. You would imagine that you are a chalice, which you are. You are a receptacle of energy, right? A walking receptacle of energy. Are you guys familiar with the concept of the Holy Grail? If not, I mean, obviously the Holy Grail is famous for being the cup that Jesus drank from during the Last Supper. But each of us, the Holy Grail's symbology goes really deep. It's like a rabbit hole you can go into. It's kind of like the ink, the symbology of the ink. You can be like there are thousands of layers. There are thousands of layers of symbology for the Holy Grail. Um, and one of the etheric symbols of the Holy Grail is that in our own bodies and our energy bodies, certain spots are receptacles to energy. And so heart is one such space. So within each of us, we have in our heart space, we have a holy grail or a chalice that is a receptacle for high frequency, high vibrational energy. That once we fill that chalice, we can drink from it. And so I invite you on 7/7 to imagine that in your heart space, there's like a chalice that is being birthed. Like it's almost like it comes out of nowhere, this beautiful cup, very ornate, very antique looking, very beautiful. It's encrusted with diamonds, emeralds, and rubies, actually, sapphires a little bit as well. And then essentially you would want to imagine, right? Close your eyes. You imagine opening up all of your chakras, and then a stream of emerald energy coming and filling that chalice in your heart space and filling it to the brim, right? So that process is going to take a good 5 minutes to fill that chalice. And then from there, you would notice that that energy wants to rise up. You guys may be familiar with Kundalini rising. This is something else. Kundalini usually rises from the lower chakras up. This is the rise from the heart space, which is like almost like the higher loop of creation is what usually the heart jump starts. And so you would want to imagine that there's this emerald green energy is starting to loop around all of your heart chakras in a loop like that, right? In a circle almost, right? And so it rises this emerald energy and it passes, imagine that it passes through your throat and then your third eye and then your crown and then goes back to your third eye, your throat, and going back to the heart, right? So it wants to make a loop like that. And you really want to make sure that in each of these centers, these emerald energies are being absorbed and being received, almost like you need to create space for these energies to be able to be anchored inside of your body. Otherwise, they're just gonna, in and out. They're gonna come and they're gonna go. And then you're gonna be like, okay, well, what happened? It's really important to be able to hold on to those energies. And that's why you need this holy grail, this cup. And almost like what you want to do is assign different spots, like different pockets, energy pockets within your body where that energy can go and call it home. So that's what you want to do. Going back to the numerology of this portal. So it's 3 sevens is a 777 portal. And then if you actually add up the sevens and then reduce that to one number, which is what we do in numerology to try to understand what is the end game for that portal, is the end game for that portal is a 3. A 3 is the first alchemical number, which means a 3 is the first number of creation. What do you do with that energy is you create with that energy. Is the intention of your higher self, it is the intention of your higher self to send you these codes so that you can turn that energy into creation for yourself and the world. 3 is actually Trinity. There are many, there's so many symbols for the number 3, but it's usually when the masculine and the feminine comes together, the next thing that happens is the creation of the 3. And essentially what you should be asking as these energies are coming through is, what is this energy for? Like, thank you, higher self. Thank you, for I'm receiving. Like, we should accept things with gratitude. But the most important question for us to ask and receive an answer to is, what are we meant to create with this energy? What are we birthing? What are we bringing into existence? What are we calling forth? What are we manifesting with this energy of the 777? Because the answer is going to be very important. The answer is going to be critical to each and every one of you. Because what you're being called to manifest, what you're being called to create and put out in the world is going to be very different from anybody else. You are a unique snowflake. There's nobody else like you. And this energy is also unique. It's also high vibrational. And by the way, our higher selves don't have an unlimited stream of energy or an unlimited amount of energy. I know it almost feels like counterintuitive because we almost think that, hey, when we come into this incarnation, we are limited. But over there upstairs, our higher self is unlimited. They're omnipotent, omnipresent, all of those things. The actually is not necessarily the case. Our higher selves have a finite amount of energy. Our higher selves are not source consciousness that has infinite or seemingly infinite amounts of energy. So our higher selves are very deliberate about giving more energy to us. In other words, if you have a finite amount of something, you're going to want to be very intentional with how you spend your energy. The fact that our higher selves are all coming through and recognizing that no, you know, everybody on planet Earth right now deserves an influx of energy is not for nothing. It is because we are in this mass transition and all of our higher selves are recognizing that we need a little pick me up and that we need additional resource if we are to keep going, keep transforming, keep absorbing, keep shifting, etc. Right? So it's very important for you to understand that it's a big gift and it's a big deal, even at your higher self level, even at your soul level, not just for you here. So allow yourself to fully receive, to fully, immerse yourself into those energies and ask the number one question: what am I meant to create with this energy? You could also imagine, right? Like once you get the answer, you could imagine that, there's this thing in front of you, like a goal or a thing that you want to manifest. And you want to imagine that that thing almost like is a sphere of light right in front of you, as if you were standing on a road and then there was this thing that you're trying to create in your life standing right in front of you. And then you want to take the energy from your chalice, from the holy grail it is in your heart, and imagine it streaming like a river powering that vision of yours, like streaming forward out of your body. And you would notice how quickly creation becomes real, how quickly it can manifest things through the energy of this chalice. By the way, the energy of this chalice is going to stay with you for the next 7 years. So you're not just downloading it for 7 minutes or for 7 seconds. You are downloading it for the next 7 years. This is the resource that your soul wants you to have so you can be the most effective self for the next 7 years. So yeah, I don't know if this, if this didn't make this portal meaningful enough, I don't know what would. So please let me know in the comments how you're feeling about this upcoming portal. If you are starting to sense energies, I guess feeling that something big is coming. And also, if you're watching this on 7/7, please let me know how you're feeling in the comments as well. I am sending you a big virtual hug, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye, my loves.